What's going on, Juco?
Good morning, guys. We are back. How y'all feeling this morning? I know I'm feeling good. All right, so let's go ahead and get this show on the road, man. We got it's 9:18. Got about 12 minutes until the market open. So let's get busy, man. We got a lot to discuss real quick in this short period of time. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. I'm excited. How are y'all doing on today? Hope y'all are feeling good, feeling great. So let's discuss what we got for today. All right, so we're looking at Q. We see Asia high here. We are trading right a little bit at New York Midnight Open. Price came right back to New York Midnight Open after Asia set its high about 4:30 this morning. See bounce around there, and price started rejecting, coming lower. And we got some minor sell side liquidity that's sitting right here. And so that's what we got going on so far. Now, let's talk about last night. I have to go over gold last night. Gold, we made bank on gold last night. Look, do y'all see the executions? This was the start of it all last night. That was the start on gold last night. You can't tell me gold was not insane. I even posted on Twitter. I was like, gold longs. And for some reason, I just knew that it was feeling good to be able to take some longs on gold last night. And boy, they did not disappoint. Gold longs did not disappoint on last night. Like, there was nothing that I was sitting there like, oh man, we missed out on opportunity. Now, in some trades last night, like after a retrace, I was probably tried to hop back in a little bit too early. So I did have that little small, minor issue trying to hop in a little bit too early. But other than that, we crushed it for like well over 3,900. So that was pretty cool on last night. So we could see it's trading back down towards its previous low. I think it wants to go higher. Yeah, I think it wants to go higher. But here's what I was looking at last night, right? Let's go back to the Qs. So new day opening gap got filled on last night. Like, look at that gap from Wednesday, right? That was right here. We had this marked out, drug it all the way out, and you could see price rallied up, relative equal highs here. Hold on, let's do this so we don't have all this on the screen. So we had relative equal highs here. Price pulls back into new day opening gap, rallies up, comes back to new week opening gap, hovers around here for a little bit, accumulate, pulls all the way back down and creates Asia low here. And then the loans came in to about 4:30 this morning to create Asia high. Now that Asia high was created, well, that was London high. You had Asia high here, London high here. So Asia high and London high, I look for us to be able to take out today. I think we get a manipulated move to the downside, and then we go for longs, taking out London's high and returning back to regular trading hours high. I do understand and see that sellers are coming in. We do have about 5 minutes until the market opens. So our best bet is to be patient here. We got sellers in right here up in this area, so that's that sell pressure that's coming from right here from 7 o'clock. So we do have 7 a.m. to 9 marked out, and obviously that was a pullback. Sitting here at this short-term sell side, so level of liquidity here. But you got Asia lows. Look at these equal lows here. I look for these lows to be taken out. Hopefully we could see something like a manipulated move with a sweep on Asia low, pulling back into this gap here. Once we sweep this, it'll give us the juice to be able to come and take out London highs during New York. So that's sort of what I'm looking for. Let's see. So with this volume imbalance here, you can see price did not come back towards this volume imbalance. We hit right here at the negative 27% level. Like, look at how it wicked right there perfectly, pulled back. I do think we continue higher on today, taking us to previous week at this 50% level here at 29,772.75. That's what I'm looking for. Take a look on the 4-hour. Here, I'm gonna do this on the 4-hour. Trading days, hours. No, we going on the days. We'll take it off hours, seconds, weeks. There we go. So one of the things that I've been doing, we got about 2 minutes till market open. I think I have this chart here. Let's see. I think we have it on the chart. No, that's not it. That's not it either. Market is getting ready to open. Market is open. I was trying to find this chart for you all. There we go. I'll switch back to it in a second, but the market is now open. So let's see what we have. I still want that manipulated move down to sweep London and Asia lows and London low. But we seem to be heading above New York midnight open. So we got buyers coming in heavy here. Man, look at those wicks. we go. I want to see a sweep of London low and Asia low before we start to rip higher. See, look at these relative equal lows that we have here for Asia. So we see price trading back into this gap. We have this bearish order block here. So what we're going to be paying attention to is one, to see what we look like clearing back above midnight open, but I want to see a sweep of Asia lows first. So here's our statistics of probabilities for today. And before we get there, I want to see a sweep of Asia lows first. So I want to get the manipulated move down, then we start trading higher back to regular trading hours high to take out these relative equal highs that we have here. But before we do that, I want to take out these lows first. So let's see how this plays itself out. So our initial bias is looking somewhat like this for today. Trade like this, get a sweep of that low, come back like this, and we get distribution. So market maker buy model is what we're looking for today. And those of you who don't know what that is, I can help you out a little bit. So we want to see a sweep of the lows first before we start moving and transitioning within that. So that's what we're getting. We're getting Asia lows swept. Hopefully we could come and sweep here. And then I could say we look for silver bullet at around 10 o'clock. So we're going to be patient here and sit on our hands. But it all makes sense, right? You get the manipulated move higher, right? To draw in people for longs. So snatch their liquidity, start trading down lower, get a sweep of the lows, and then we get distribution back to the upside. So this is just manipulation of what's happening, in my opinion. I think what we get here is power 3. Because if you look at what we did between 7 and 9 a.m., all we did was create Asia high, right? We didn't even touch Asia highs, I'm sorry. Here's Asia high here. We didn't even go past Asia high at all. All we did was pull back into new week opening gap and just hovered around there, sort of kind of accumulating. So this would be accumulation here. We get the manipulated move with a sweep of London low, Asia low, back to weekly open into this gap, and we look for reversals, taking us right back up. So that's our play for today. That's what we want to see. But it's just going to require some patience. We have no news today at all, period. Tomorrow's Friday, and the Fed Chair Walsh speech is tomorrow. And we also have non-farm payroll, which is annual revision, comes out tomorrow. So a little bit neutral today on the market, but you see sellers are stepping in heavy here. It's what we want to see. But I like our chances based upon our statistics for what we have back to midnight open, right? So we're sitting between that 57 and 74% ratio statistically to be able to trade back to New York midnight open. So that's why I said I'm long for today. We got equal highs here, relative equal highs here. Just look at these relative equal highs. Here, we have them here at Asia high, London high. Like, I want us to take all that out today. But while we're waiting for that to happen, let's take a look at last night. Gold. Oh my goodness. We made close to like 4K last night on gold. Look at there. Gold was beautiful last night. I wish I would have took the short from here, from this high, and just rode this all throughout the night. That would have been crazy. But we caught this on yesterday. Beautiful trade on gold. I still think gold is trying to go higher to around 4,800. So that's still into play. Here's MES right now, currently at the moment. You can see ES just took out Asia low, London low. So yes, it's definitely price action does not look bad at all, if you ask me. Look at it, get a sweep of the lows, and now it's reversing to go higher on ES. It's 940. Traded back into this gap here from yesterday. New day opening gap from last night. See that gap there? That's why we have this marked out. New day opening gap. So price came all the way back down here towards Asia low. Pushed here. Now it's getting a push back up. That was the move of what we wanted, right? Let's see if we could get some rebalancing here before we catch FOMO and start entering into the trade. typically though, like last night, look, we got a fair value gap that's here. Like last night, I was rushing for those loans on gold, and once I would see this setup, price would just immediately pull back, whoosh. But see why we didn't FOMO in? We want to get some rebalancing here first. It is about 9:45, so see if we can go ahead and take that entry.
Order filled.
Beautiful move to the upside. That's what we want to see. We want to hold to take out London and Asia highs. That's what I want. Take out regular trading hour high. That's back here, up here at 29,742. So let's see how it plays itself out. Did have sellers right here, so price is starting to pull itself back. But I think we could be able to gather up a little bit more momentum to be able to push through this. So right now, these are sitting at relative equal highs here. Let's see if we can push past these highs. I am going to take some off my position.
Order filled.
So we can ride it out. We'll let the market do the rest. So, how many of you in this trade with me? If you are in the trade with me, put W's in the chat. If you are in this trade, how are y'all doing? What was your initial bias on today? We called out basically this entire move. We didn't get the full sweep of what we wanted, but when you look at it on a higher time frame, like say you go to the 5-minute, you'll be able to see let's do the 15-minute, right? You see that 15-minute wick there where it took us down to Asia low, just a little bit around where Asia low is. I'll be able to pinpoint in a little bit more detail about this, but Look at it. We're getting a retest back here. We're still into this trade. We have not. It haven't hit our stop yet. It's 9:47. I wonder if that was a Trump tweet. Let me go to Truth Social. Okay, so no news from the president as of yet. So that's something that we got to keep our eye on, especially with this war happening and taking place. We don't have any news today, so I still don't see why we can't get the draw of what we want. I personally still don't feel the need to close this trade at all. I don't. But if it stopped me out, it stopped me out.
Stop filled.
All right, that's fine. We make money going down with it, right? So price decided to go lower here. Interesting why we stopped here though. To come right back into this gap. It's very interesting. Look how close. Look at these relative equal lows here. It set the same kind of low of what it did with Asia. Yeah, we'll close that.
Order filled.
Close that. Talking about manipulation real quick. That's why we took some profits off the table. I took off some contracts, man, to be able to secure that. I still don't like that. We're still up though. So definitely not mad at that. I'm feeling like we do still want to go higher here. But I'm going to be patient to see. Because from this point, we're going to have to break this bearish order block for me to be able to determine if we're going to be high or not. And this is on a 2-minute. I want to break this here. New York AM high before we enter back into the trade. That wasn't good at all. I still think we get somewhat of a rebalance here into this fair value gap that we have here. And then we could start probably seeing a push higher. So I still like this for longs though. I just think that was a crazy little manipulated move. There we go. Let's get that pushback down. Back into this gap here. What we did sort of kind of get in it. Let's get back into the trade.
Order filled.
What I noticed here was that this wick here did not take out this wick here. So it created like a higher, like this is a low, this is a higher low, and we start just creating higher highs and higher lows along the way. This wick did not take out that low. If this wick would have took out this low, then I would have not been confident enough to be able to hop back into this trade. But because that wick did not take out that low, for me, that gave me a little bit more confidence to be able to hop back into the trade. You can see here, it did not come. This came in like kind of like retested this area, did not take out the low here, which still signified a level of bullishness that was here. So no reason for me to get out of the trade as of yet. When I go to a higher time frame, I still want to see us clear Asia highs. Here we go. I think we're in seek and destroy mode. Here we invert this fair value gap.
Order filled.
Okay, now it took out the low of that candle there. So that definitely signifies bearish. Signals bearish. so interesting. We come and take no liquidity here, except for here. Leave liquidity here. We don't really truly sweep Asia low all the way. Now it's going to go take out the lows. But when I say manipulation, like hell, what the hell is this? What is this? We probably would have been better off trading ES this morning. $9.30. Push down, sweep London lows. You take the longs to liquidity here. Price pulls back, comes, hovers around this buy side liquidity again, pulls all the way back. Like, seek and destroy. When you start seeing this, that's on ES. This is what's killing us. This what did it. Four-hour candle is about to close. We want to see how this new 4-hour candle opens at 10 o'clock. This is probably why we should have just freaking waited. I would have just waited. We're at this resistance zone that's here. So if you look here, we got a lot of selling pressure that's here. Right here. Consider that like a rejection block that's happening, open high. And then with this new 4-hour candle, it's looking like it's opening high and getting ready to close low. So something that I want to keep my eye on real quick. But we are stuck into this consolidation on a 4-hour. See it on the 1-hour right here. So if anything, those moves are like, we should have just been quit scalping instead of looking for full distribution. My thought on that. Look at how this candle opened high, closed low. And I feel like we're finna get the same thing with this 1-hour candle. Open high, close low, lower. Because we're trading just within that gap. That new day opening gap. This is what we're trading in. And just sitting in this gap right here. So. Something gotta give. Hopefully we could break this order block here to determine if we're gonna be overall bullish or not. I'll go here to the 1 minute. I want to see us break this here. Get a break above this. We gotta get a break above this order block here. midnight open for some reason. I mean 9:30 open. Maybe that's the silver bullet right here. I mean, even when you check our stats on that,
Order filled. Rejected.
so when you look at our stats on that, we're back towards New York midnight open, getting a pullback here at New York midnight open. For me, it's just the liquidity that's sitting here where price is just trying to get to. I mean, you get the sweep of previous day high here. So you create New York AM low. I'm just trying to see. Kind of caught that silver bullet here. This is where we should have caught it at here. Rode that wave, but we want to trust this bearish order block gets taken out fully for us to be overall set for longs. Right now it's still valid. So we shall see. One of those we shall see moments. Let's see. I mean, we're still like we're in the trade. See, when you look at New York retracements, for me it's the probabilities where I'm focused on. I'm focused on the probabilities. If my probabilities are extremely high, then there's reason for me to take the trade. There's reason for me to be in the trade, right? There's not reason for me to not be in the trade. So that gives me all the more reason to be in the trade. Here, let's change. Oh crap, we're in the wrong. We're on ES.
Order filled.
We supposed to be on the Qs. So we're gonna play our play off of VWAP here. Get a break below VWAP. Rejection block there. Price continuing to drop lower. Still in this influence here. I'm gonna go on a higher time frame. See it right here. It's one of those open high, low close moves. We still may be set to go lower here, but we gotta break this block here in order to be able to turn bullish. Have to. So this is just a matter of being patient. Still consolidating around VWAP. Shit, man. Just gotta be patient, man. We got caught in consolidation. It's nothing that you could pretty much do when you're caught up in this consolidation here. This may be a morning where we don't trade, depending on how long this consolidation lasts. It is just 10:09. It may be a whole nother hour before we begin to break out of this. So I hate when this happens here. Consolidation is never good for anybody. People don't like it. I definitely don't like it. But meanwhile, I am patient enough to see if we can break this. Crap. Pure crap right there. I do like the fact that we're pushing a little bit higher here. So I want to see us break out of this. If we can break out of this, then I want to wait to come back in on a retest once we get a break above orb. So I'm just going to be patient. Just going to be patient at the moment. They can't get me caught up in this manipulation again. Damn sure not. That wiped out all the gains from last night and put us down 300 on the day, getting caught up in that type of crap that they had going on. So we take out buy side liquidity here. You can see this candle here. That's us taking out buy side. So let's see if we can get a push here to go higher, break above orb, and get a retest. So I want to see something. Where is it? I want to see something like this, where we get a break out of this, come back, we enter, and we find targets for long. That's what I want to see. I'll be patient till it comes. But I am pissed though. Yeah, I am pissed, man. So note, we're not rushing. We need candle closure above this level here. You can see we got rejected again, so price is pulling back again. I want to see a push above here, candle closure, and we start targeting longs back to regular trading hour high. So here's another failure. We do have this 1 minute fair value gap that's here though. See how we keep getting rejected here? This is why I'm not FOMOing into a long until we break this. We have to break this bearish order block. Right now we keep getting rejected at the block. That's why price keeps pulling itself back. Maybe have another draw before it begins to want to rally for longs. So at this point, the only thing I can do is be patient. But once I do know we break this, I'm upping the ante on leverage. That's personally for myself. I gotta get back what we lost. I gotta get it back. Gotta get it back in blood. So it's gonna require me to be patient, man. Be like a sniper. But sellers are heavy in this area. Like, look at the rejection here, boom. Rejection here, boom. Even back here, where selling pressure was heavy here. So we're just stuck where seller pressure was just very heavy. And that's why we can't break through this. But we need to break, retest, and that's when we enter. These rejection blocks are like this right here screams bearish to me. Look at how many times it gets rejected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can this one break? That'll be 6. Okay, here we go. Remember, we need a break in candle closure, okay? We have a fair value gap here. Like this. But this is down. respects this FEG. Taps into it, but still get rejected. It's going to be some either way that if it breaks out, you're going to see it break out with volume. If it start breaking down, it's going to break down with volume too as well, giving like full displacement. But right now, this is something that you just don't trade yet. Consolidation is not good. I don't like this. It's not what we want. It's almost as if we're lacking liquidity on higher time frames. It's kind of why we're stuck in this consolidation. Look at that, another rejection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 times. Guys, we've been sitting here getting rejected for the past 9 minutes. What's up with that? We got about 37 minutes until this 1 hour candle close. But to keep getting rejected here at the order block is insane. Let me see something real quick. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's sort of kind of what we wanted to see here, right? The wick doesn't count. We need body closure above this level. Because look, candle closed still below the level, which shows as a rejection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is about to be 12. That's a rejection because you didn't get candle closure above the order block. So it pushed literally That's that manipulation shit, right? Where it pushes above, but it end up closing. So it's a open high, low close candle. Will this be the one to do it? Uh-oh. It did do it. Okay. So this is like our retest. The bear shorter block is kind of like not into play anymore. So this is kind of like our retest for us to be able to possibly enter in for longs. So let's see. We're not gonna rush into anything yet though. Patience is everything here. There we go. Come on. Let's get a little bit of a push higher. Let's start creating a order block here. There we go. That's what I want to see. Get a little bit of that push higher.
Order rejected.
What?
Order rejected.
Oh man. Here we go.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
This is what I'm seeing. Ascending channel. Get a break. Retest. Price just falls back down. We are in this trade though. I got two positions going on. What in the world? Hold on. What I got going on MES?
Order filled.
In this case, I feel like this is one of those ascending channel. You get a break of the channel. What was once support on this channel has become resistance. Price comes right back here, gets resisted in this area. Price starts to pull back and fail. So we're looking like for a failure swing to happen here. Well, my friends, It's not an interesting day. Quite interesting. Price action still not what I wanted to be. Still consolidating. It's 10:35. So still no post from the president. Are we drawing higher here? I think the highest end for today.
Order filled.
I think the highest end for today. think the high is in for today.
Order filled. Order filled.
Shitty trading day. Look at that. Look at that. Takes us out just to draw higher. Come on.